Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Pokemon Firered. In the last part, I got my butt handed to me by Misty. Oh, and by the way, I said that'd be hilarious if, like, the 1 million Poke-Yen was outside of the possibility, no matter how hard you tried. I looked it up, and it actually is that case. What cruel game designers. But anyway, now that we have the second gym badge, it's time we make our way towards Vermilion. Now, oh wait, no, I think there's just still some Pokemon in this next route. Now, if you want to catch any Pokemon on this route, you have to go through this like weird series of hills. Catching things with Funky Monkey is going to be a bit tricky. Given that our like lowest damaging move at this point is probably Seismic. Ah, Meowth! Meowth, I believe, like most normal types, actually has pretty high health, if I'm not mistaken. So let's try Seismic Toss. Oh, sweet! Okay. Now, the plan of attack for this part is basically just go to every possible length to go to the gym leader as fast as I possibly can. And of course, catch as many Pokemon as I possibly can as well. This is more because of the Pokemon aids. I probably should have phrased that better. The aids of Professor Oak. Alright, all it does is sleep during the daytime. At night, it patrols its territory with eyes aglow. No. I'm not sure if that's the case, but I think that was the only Pokemon in this route that I haven't gotten. So this is the daycare service. If somebody wanted to get their levels up without having to do anything, you could just put them there. But I don't want to. So anyway, this underground passageway, I believe, I remember in Yellow, it definitely had a lot more. It had like 2 or 3 items per tunnel, because there's a couple of these. And this underground path is here because let's just start to go through into Saffron City. I'm on guard duty. Gee, I'm thirsty though. Oh wait, the road's closed. Kind of weird. Just like, I sure am thirsty though. It's just like, yeah, the road's closed, but I sure would like to get this bribe. Anyway, let's go around this guy. I'm trying to minimize encounters mainly because I'm over leveled at this point enough. And the next gym leader, if I'm not mistaken, takes neutral damage to fighting type attacks. And actually, electric type Pokemon in general have relatively low health. So okay, let's see how we do. Yeah, like Funky Monkey's weakest attack, and in minimum damage, I just destroyed the Spearow. All right. Easy as pie. Alrighty then. Now we're in Vermilion City. To make sure I can spawn here in case I die due to stupid reasons, I'm gonna use a Pokemon Center. Now if we come over here, I believe this guy gives you an old rod. Do you like to fish? Grand, I like your style. I think we can be friends. Take this and fish. Received an old rod. In old rod, you can catch 1 Pokemon in the original Pokemon games. In later games, it became 2. In addition to the Pokemon I'm about to catch, you could also catch Love Disc later on. And I believe it's also some other ones. Alright. Oh, sweet, Magikarp. Nice. Kind of like the sandy environment we have here. Magikarp has actually quite low health, but also pretty decent defense stats. So I can't exactly weaken it, so I'm just going to throw a ball to catch it. Wow. Okay. Splash. Which I believe in the Japanese version is Hop. Holy... the heck? Oh, wait. I still have that Meowth. I can use that to catch it. Actually, no. I can use my Paris, actually. Oh, no, I can't. The Paris is too low. Alright, they should be able to tank at least one. Yep. Good job, Meowth. It's a good thing I forgot to put you in the box. Now get in the box. Caught Magikarp. Alright, give a nickname to Magikarp. No. Okay. So now let's put away our Pokemon. Okay. Now from here, go into this Pokemon fan club. All Pokemon fans are welcome. So there's a Pikachu. Here's a Seal. Talk to the users. I just adore my Seal. It's so lovable. Say the coo when I hug it. I'm the chair of the Pokemon fan club. I raised more than 100 Pokemon. I'm very fussy when it comes to Pokemon. I surely am. So, here to come to hear me, to hear about my Pokemon? Yes. Good, then listen up. My favorite, Rapidash. It's cute, lovely, smart, plus amazing. Think so? Oh yes, it's stunning, kindly, love it, hug it when sleeping, warm, cuddly, spectacular, and ravishing. Oops, look at the time. I kept you too long. Thanks for hearing me out. I want you to have this. Butts received the bike voucher from the chairman. Take that bike voucher to the bike shop in Cerulean, student that for a bicycle free of charge. Don't worry, my favorite Firo will fly me anywhere I need to go. So I have no need for a bicycle. Hope you like cycling. Okay, for listening to this guy's exceptionally scary story, gives a bike voucher. I think that's worth it. My Pikachu is twice as cute as that one. Our chairman is very vocal about Pokemon. Yep. Okay, so I'll get the bike voucher when I have to come back to Cerulean. Now, this is actually Vermilion City Gym, but I have to cut down this branch. I don't believe there's much more in terms of rewards here. So, if we keep moving, here's actually Diglettz Cave, which I'll come back to later, actually. Trying to... Wow, that was close. Trying to minimizing enemy encounters here. Okay. Alright. So I made it all the way to this route. Not for this escape rope, although that is a nice reward. Oh, hey, there's also this. One great ball. And I believe there's also something here. Nope. Okay. Now, if I say wanted to continue to go to Lavender Town or Fuchsia City, can't. A Pokemon is sprawled out in a deep and comfortable slumber. Okay. New plan then. Go up here. He's a scientist, man. Hi, remember me? I'm one of Professor Oak's aides. If your Pokédex has complete data on 30 species, I'm supposed to give you a reward. Professor Oak has entrusted me with the item finder for you. So, but let me ask you, have you gathered at least data on at least 30 types of Pokemon? Let's see. Uh-oh, you've only caught 16 kinds. Wow, so holy crap. How am I gonna pull this off? I might actually have to raise some Pokemon. Oh noes. Instead of just catching them. Anyway, I think I should probably be going through the grass here, actually, because dang it. Chat for live wires! Is this a rock star? No, it's engineer. Engineer Bernie, who on the outside did not look like he was wearing a hat. Ah, but it's a steel-type Pokemon, so this should be pretty easy. Okay. So yeah, if I'm not mistaken, this is a area where I can catch a Drowsy. And actually in Diglettz Cave, I can catch both Diglettz and Dugtrio. I've tried using Dugtrios before, but they're... against anything besides electric-type Pokemon, they seem kind of useless. Even though their speed is pretty good. So yeah. This isn't a very good sprite for Magneton. I actually always really liked the one sprite in Pokemon Yellow where he's kind of grayed out. I don't know why, but there's just something about that I like. Anyway, let's Look through the grass, see if we can find a Drowsy. Yep, got one. Alright, Drowsy I believe is also another Pokemon with actually relatively high HP, and also a physical attack stat for some reason. Okay. So even though we're weak, I don't think he should do very much damage. Yep, nothing. Okay. So this should be pretty easy. Yep. Alright, the descendant of the legendary animal Baku, which is said to eat dreams. It is skilled at hypnotism. I take it that this is a another thing, or another sort of reference to Japanese mythology that there's no way I would get. Anyway, and Ekans again. Alright, I'll just kind of stick in the, wow, that was one step. I'll stick in the garage just in case to be able to see what new Pokemon are here. Anyway, let's take a quick step into Diglettz Cave just to get a Pokemon. Friggin' hell. Okay, just to... Oh, come on, I'm just trying to get a few Pokemon here. Ah, yes, Diglett. I'm still not sure whether that's a nose or a mouth. Anyway, Diglett actually have really low HP, so I probably can't push its health that much. Jeez. Wonderful. Doing that. I don't think I can throw a ball at it. That'd be amazing if I could. Oh my god, I can, really. That's amazing. Oh, that's incredible. Alright, I'm gonna put in Drowsy just to perhaps be able to actually hit him. Whoop, not the case. Perhaps Paris can at least, like, hit Spore on it. Nope. Oh, wait, no, like, the effect was what I was referring to, jeez. I don't want to knock this out, and I know that its defenses are not good enough to take even a single move. Yay! Excellent. So now, caught a Diglett. For some reason, it's in the same group as Onix, which is strange. It's not an evolution line. And in fact, Onix has its own evolution line. It's not like these are like individual Pokemon that have no evolution. No, both Onix and Diglett have evolutions. So this is kind of silly. Anyway, I think it's time we replenish some of our Pokeballs. After a quick healing job, let's go to the SSN. Because we can't go to the gym, it's blocked off by a tiny tree. Welcome to the SSN. Excuse me, do you have a ticket? But flash the SSN ticket. Welcome to the SSN. Okay. This area used to be well known for, like, a supposed way to get Mew, which has long been debunked 1,000 times. So I don't think I'm going to add on any fuel to that fire. Anyway, I believe this is the... Yeah, you look tired. Would you like to have a short rest? Anyway, I believe there are some items you can get in this place. I don't think they're like... I really doubt they're permanent items. They're probably just things like antidotes and stuff. Checking the trash can. 1 Hyper Potion. Ooh, a Machoke. My buddy Machoke is super strong. He has strength to move big rocks. Anyway. Super Potions. So it looks like if I go to the effort of trying to break these people's sense of privacy, I can get some spare items. Whoa, hey, he was waiting for us. I like feisty kids like you. Man, that was already kind of weird even when I was playing the male character. Now that I'm playing a young girl, it's actually especially creepy. Anyway, I guess Funky Monkey's just gonna have to take this guy down a few pegs. Ah, I lost it. Anyway, let's just take this guy's stuff, because he had the nerve to be watching his own door when we were entering. Anyway. Okay, he does have stuff. Let's see. Dang it! Even us sailors have Pokemon too. Anyway, I'm guessing that every time we get into a battle, it's just gonna be me relying on Funky Monkey. Ooh, Tentacool is actually a Pokemon I greatly underrated, which I think has been a theme so far. I think its special defensive capabilities are really dang good. That's kind of it, really. It's just like, it's a very good defensive type Pokemon, and if you have the mindset to be able to make a Pokemon that can tank damage and then give out status effects, it is really, really good. Anyway, you've taken out enough Starries. Okay, you're not bad. Oh my god, never mind. There are permanent TMs here. Anyway, let's stop running into walls. Whoa! Okay, because of the text on the top, I didn't notice him. Dang it. Okay. Sailor Phillip, send out Machop. Yeah, just use Fury Swipes. I'm getting actually very good luck on Fury Swipes so far. I've gotten it like 5 times. Yeah, for 3 times damage, that's not bad. Focus Energy, I could have done that. But then again, I'm faster and do more damage. So it's to nothing. Oh boy. To level 30. Reaching breaking points now. Beaten by a kid. Anyway. Now we've explored this entire underbelly side, which I think is actually supposed to be like workers' quarters. So... okay. So the rest of these guys are just people relaxing, but also who are willing to challenge you to a battle if you enter. Whoa, hey, and waiting for you to enter. You insolent pub, how dare you barge in? Well, I guess that's quite fair point. Looks quite calm here, Gentleman Arthur. Nidoran. Oh dear. Poison Point. Well, thankfully... oh, of course, now a crit. Well, thankfully, though, the healing spot is right next to this guy's room. Or at least 2 rooms down, I think. Alright. I believe Nidorans actually have very low health, so Seismic Toss should still finish them off pretty easily. Wow, never mind. This crit luck is getting silly. You rude child, you have no sense of courtesy. Well, you gotta give this guy props. He's sticking to his guns. I wish to be left alone. Get out. It's not like one of those cases of, oh, this is a misunderstanding. It's like, I'm glad you found me here. He's just like, no, I'm trying to friggin' relax. Get out. Anyway, let's go into this. Bonjour, I am the waiter on the ship. I will be happy to serve you anything you please. Ah, le strong silent type. Alright. Doesn't seem like she wants anything, so I'm getting out. And there's nothing for me to steal. Alright. Wow! Wigglytuff. So I go here. There is an item I can take, but it's going to be tricky. Oh, no. I love Pokemon, do you? More Nidoran's, well. Hopefully this one will not poison me, but just in case... Get pumped. Oh my god, he's still gonna poison me. Wow. He's trying to get the same luck I'm getting. Alright then. Nice. Also, none of those hits critted, so me using focus energy was a waste of time. Ah, another TM. This one's actually a really interesting one. Like, Brick Break. I used to think its name was nothing, like meant nothing, but in actuality, the idea is that if there's some kind of wall, you can break it, such as say Reflect, or perhaps, you know, Light Screen. Anyway, go into the cooking quarters. I saw an odd berry in the trash. I wonder why was that. Found one great ball here. I am le chef. The main course is our barbecue. Le guest will mutiny our fear. Snivel. Peeling onions. Found one Chester berry in the trash. Did you hear about Snorlax? I hear it's a glutton. No other Pokemon eats and sleeps the way that Snorlax can and does. Found one cherry berry. Hum-dee-dum-dee-ho. I peel spuds every day. Hum-hum-hum. Found one Pecha berry. It's weird that there's just a kid going around this ship looking into the trash cans. Anyway, I have all these berries. Do I have a berry bag? Yeah, berry pouch. So these are all status healing items, but I'm not really sure how to get more berries in this game. I know that in Ruby and Sapphire you have trees, but I can't remember how you can ever get more trees or how you can get more berries in this game. Our captain is a sword master. He's awesome at using Cut. They even say he teaches Cut to Pokemon. That's important. Ah, here's the... Whoa! I forgot that this is where you can get attacked. Ahoy there, are you seasick? I'd imagine that people who are seasick would actually go inside, because probably actually looking at the moving boat would probably be a bigger problem. Anyway, he attacks us with a Machop, which, while great for getting us those attack EVs, probably not great for him, because actually no, Machop is kind of bulky, but it's sort of on the, like, it can tank some damage, but not that much. Side of tanky, which is to say, not really tanky, just not frail. Anyway, Machop and Tentacool down. My Pa says there is 100 kind of Pokemon. I think there are more. Party's over. I think the ship will be departing soon. There was a party and I wasn't invited? You jerks! Then again, I wasn't supposed to be on here anyway. Anyway, let's check through each of these people's homes now. Probably should be phrasing that differently. Oh boy! Wow. You want this item, you gotta face both of these guys. Fisherman Dale would like to battle. Goldeen. It's weird that when I was going through my ongoing quest of discovering how certain Pokemon were more useful than I thought Goldeen and Sea King would be up there, and then it's like, nope. Even with Lightning Rod, which stops electric types attacks, they're still not great. Oh, whoa, that was an accident. And still beat him with a critical hit. Lovely. Level 31. Hopefully he'll still obey me. Alright. One more fight. Competing against young keeps me youngful. Competing against the young keeps me youthful, I should say. Gentleman Brooks would like to battle. Pikachu. It's a bit surreal. It was always a bit surreal to me to actually play other Pokemon games after Yellow. Oh man, bad ability. Because in Pokemon Yellow, they really pedestalize, or they really put Pikachu up on a pedestal. Like you get basically the only Pikachu besides the Surfer guy's Pikachu, and theoretically Lieutenant Surge's Pikachu before it was a Raichu. And like you don't encounter it in the wild, you don't encounter any trainers with it. It was really put on a pedestal of just like your Pokemon is special, and then in every other one they don't care. It's just like, oh yeah, it's just part of the roster. It's quite amazing, really. Oh no, this is the one I was just in. Okay. Is that a person or person? Okay. I know one of these guys just gives you Pokedex data, just like, look at this Pokemon. Alright, I can make it past one, but not past both. I don't believe I saw you at the party. You did not. Last Dawn would like to battle. Sends out Rattata. Yeah, they like, I take it that this is probably from adapting Pokemon Red and Blue, where Pikachu pretty much was one part of the roster, but in this game, it's just like, yeah, in this game, it is just like one part of the roster. I got an X attack there. X items that's another thing I underrated until I started watching speedruns where they use them all the time. It's actually pretty amazing. Okay, so it looks like I can just head to the captain's quarters. Actually, yeah. What's gonna stop us? Bonjour, Butts. I imagine seeing you here, Butts. Were you really invited? So how's your Pokedex coming? I already caught 40 kind, pal. Different kinds are everywhere. Crawl around in grassy areas, look hard for them. I don't know what voice I'm going for. I think it's like Enzo Amore, but I'm not really good at pulling that voice off. Anyway, he sends out his now evolved Pidgeotto, which is pretty underneath our level at this point. But then again, it is type advantage, so it may be able to overcome it. Probably not. Yep. And for once, Focus Energy actually came in handy. Anyway, Cadabra, wow. So he has all the type advantage against us, but not the damage advantage. What else does he got? Eradicate. That can't do anything either. And now down to his final Pokemon, Ivysaur. I'm gonna go for Karate Chop just for the sake of it. Critical hit! What lovely. I'm so glad I Focus Energy. Nice. Alright. Leads to raising your Pokemon. I heard there was a cut master on board, but he was just a seasick old man. Cut itself is really useful. Yup, it'll be handy. You should go see him too, Semelia. And you can't teach that. Anyway. Oh, I feel hideous. Seasick. Butts rubbed the captain's back. That's an interesting sentence. Rub, 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 rub. Phew. Thank you. I'm feeling so much better now. Want to see my hidden cut technique? I could show you my prize cut technique if I weren't so ill. I know you can have this hidden machine. Teach cut to your Pokemon and see it cut anytime. Butts obtained HM01 from the Sea Captain. Put HMO1 in the TM case. With cut, you can chop down small trees. Why not use it like the trees around Vermilion City? I just noticed this captain has a mustache. Anyway, now it's going to the TM case, which also holds the HMs. And let's use cut on Paris. And yes, Diglett can in fact learn cut. Anyway, I think it's time we leave this ship. I always enjoy the surf music in Pokemon games, even if I can't hear it for too long before I run into a Tentacruel or a Tentacool. Anyway, now that we have a Pokemon that knows cut, can use it. Cut down this bush. Anyway, I believe Primeape is actually in pretty good condition, all things considered. Alright. Yo, champ in making. Lieutenant Surge has a nickname. People refer to him as the Lightning American. I never saw this. Okay, I know that. I'm sure that in canon, Pokemon is in Japan, so it's just hilarious to actually see that, like, the gruff, hyper-militaristic type is just like, yep, he has to be as American as possible. Pokemon Guile. He's an expert on electric Pokemon. Bird and water type Pokemon are matched poorly against electric type. Beware paralysis too. Lieutenant Surge is very cautious. He's locked himself in, so he won't be easy getting him into. Man, I have seen enough Pokemon Red, Yellow, and Blue speedruns speedrunners, I should say, to know that, oh dear, this is one of the biggest shutdown places in the entire game. You will just constantly lose runs to this really dumb puzzle when you get down to it. The trash cans, basically, there's a gate that in order to open it, you have to hit 2 switches. The first switch is random. It's like a 1 in 36 chance. It's really just nothing but, in many ways, it is just like very fillery sort of work to do, which is, yeah, here actually no, it's 1 in 15 now that I count them. All right, now that I've found this switch and turned it on, first electric lock is removed. Now there's a 1 in 4 chance. It's one of the ones around it. Nope, trash. So it's reset. It's, yeah, kind of the most transparent of busy work. Yay, okay, I got it this time. So I'll see if I can make it into Surge. Nope, I actually have to battle this guy. When I was in the army, Lieutenant Surge was my strict CO, I think commanding officer. He was a hard taskmaster. Now when you say taskmaster, do you mean like Kevin Sullivan? Or do you mean like Marvel's Taskmaster? Does that mean he's a jack of all trades? Or a fat guy who's taking orders from a guy who refers to him as his son? Anyway, his Pikachu. This guy's Pikachu is pretty easy. Oh dear. Man, I should have been prepared to see that a lot more. Thankfully, I believe I have Paralyze Heals. Yep. Looks like our Funky Monkey is pretty attached to us now. Anyway, it's time to fight the Lightning American.
Hey kid, what do you think you're doing here? You won't live long in combat. Not with your puny power. I tell you, kid, electric Pokemon saved me during the war. They zapped my enemies into paralysis! The same as I'll do to you.
I don't know how I ended up going from Lieutenant Surge to Randy Savage, but yeah. It's time to face Leader Lieutenant Surge, the Lightning American. Voltorb. Electrode, I actually believe, is it was the fastest Pokemon in this generation. But unfortunately, like, even back then, they were like, it's fast, but it's not that useful because it doesn't have very good moves. Anyway, now out is Pikachu. I believe, again, this team he has is based a lot more on the red and blue team. Whereas I recall specifically that, oh dear, that in, oh wow. I recall specifically that in, oh my god, that in Pokemon Yellow, he only had the Raichu. It was a pretty decent leveled Raichu. I remember most of my Pokemon couldn't handle it, but that was because I didn't like Diglett. Yeah. This is getting really scummy really fast. Alright, I'm going to keep using Seismic Toss. Shockwave, I believe, is actually... Oh, man. Shockwave, I believe, is actually a 100% accuracy move. So even if we tried to match his tactics of double teaming... Ooh, nice, I hit him. Even if we tried to match his tactics of double teaming, I would actually still end up getting hit. Player defeated leader Lieutenant Surge.
Now there's a shocker! You're the real deal, kid. Fine. Then take the Thunder Badge.
Butts received 2,400 Poke-Yen for winning.
The Thunder Badge cranks up your Pokemon's speed! It also lets your Pokemon fly lightning quick anywhere, anytime, kid. You're special, kid. Take this.
Butts received TM34 from Lieutenant Surge.
TM34 contains Shockwave! Teach it to an electric Pokemon.
Now, I'm not actually, Shockwave, if I'm not mistaken, is actually quite a reliable move in the speedrun of the game because some trainers like to use double teams, and actually the Pokemon you use for a huge portion of the speedrun is actually Zapdos, who I believe actually learns it naturally. Anyway, here's an aid. Oh, hello, Butts. How are you doing? I'm one of Professor Oak's aides. Did you meet the other aide? He had a package from Professor Oak for you, Butts. He said he'd look for you around Route 2. If you're in the Route 2 area, please look for him. This is actually supposed to be the indicator of go into Diglettz Cave. So anyway, normally this would be where I take off for the episode. But I think I can get a little more done. So, for this part, I'm going to enter Diglettz Cave. And here's something that's kind of obnoxious about Diglettz Cave, actually, is that the Digletts inside have really high speed. Because of their speed stat, it's actually very unlikely that I could actually run away from any of these battles. I'll try, though. Oh, okay. I can run away from some of the battles. But I take it that... Oh, another thing that's kind of weird about this cave actually is the jarring level of level discrepancies. Oh, he has Arena Trap, yeah. So yeah, some Digletts also have that, which means you still can't run away. Ooh, Dugtrio! I don't really feel like racing this Diglett, so I'm just gonna hit him with Seismic Toss, which should not kill him. Alright, let's see if we can get the underground Pokemon catch. This is gonna be amazing if it works. Dang it. But unfortunately, it's very unviable for me to try to use Karate Chop or not Karate Chop or Fury Swipes, so it's my best bet. Yes. Okay, so I caught Dark Trio and Diglett. Alright. Sure, it might be wasteful to catch Pokemon I could just train up, but I don't want to. Ooh, a leveled up Funky Monkey. Anyway, finally out of Diglettz Cave. We're on Route 2, next to Viridian Forest. Alright. I believe there was a hidden item here, but I can't remember exactly where it is. I really wish I had that item finder. Dang it. Anyway, let's go in here. A fainted Pokemon just has no energy left to battle. You can still use moves like cut outside of the battle. It's weird that this guy looks like a science man, and yet he isn't. Looking for an Abra. To trade for my Mr. Mime. That actually would be a pretty good trade, because Mr. Mime actually is a really good Pokemon, actually. It's not even one I underrated, it's just one I couldn't freaking find in original Yellow. Anyway. When Pokemon learns Flash, you can get through Rock Tunnel. And that's the entire purpose of this. It's like, if your Pokedex is complete data on 10 Pokemon, I'm supposed to give you a reward. Trust me with HM5 for you. If you've gathered at least 10 kinds of Pokemon, great, you caught at least 19. Congratulations, here you go. HM05. And now, in future preparation, let's teach HM05 to Paris. Now it learned Flash. Let's keep going further south just to see what's around. Ah, an Ether. Again, because I know a lot for the speedruns of this game, like, Ether is actually pretty good just for saving time. Because with how long the animations are to go to a Pokemon Center, it's more viable just to, like, either in battle, which can be godlike if you can get that, or during the outer world, it might be better off just to replenish your PP with an Ether or an Elixir. Anyway, I'm also going to take a very, very brief trip into Pewter City and cut down this tree to the museum. So much easier when you don't have to worry about whether or not the Pokemon is good. Anyway. Shh, listen. Need to share a secret with someone. I think this chunk of amber contains Pokemon DNA. It would be shattering scientific breakthrough if Pokemon could be resurrected from it. But my college just ignore what I have to say. So I have to favor to ask. I want you to get this examined at a Pokemon lab somewhere. Butts received the old amber. And yes, his ideas aren't such a crock, if you will. They can, and they do, produce results. Anyway, let's go back to Vermilion. And back at Vermilion City. Anyway, I'm gonna have to unfortunately ignore that Professor aid until I've gotten a much bigger supply of Pokemon. And back at Cerulean with that little bit of a shortcut, we can now turn in this bike voucher. Oh, that's a bike voucher. Okay, here you go. Let's exchange the bike voucher for a bicycle. Let's put the bicycle in the key items pocket. Come back again soon. Sometime. Anyway, to simplify this process so that I don't have to constantly go into my menu, I'm going to register my bicycle to select. While not as insanely useful as it was in Gen 1, where this was a godsend of speed, yeah, the bike is amazing for just getting around. Alright, now we ignore this little branch off here, because here, There's a tree that we couldn't cut down, but now we can. And now this is where I'm gonna have to leave you off for this part. So join me next time when we go through Route 9. Go into the rock tunnel and make it all the way to Celadon City for our 4th gym badge. See you guys then.